Hello guys, today's topic is Business Studies Paper 2 June exam. So I'm just going to be answering this question paper. So guys, if you want an explanation, you can go to the description. I've left the link. Click that link, it will take you there where I explain the topics. So listen very carefully guys, and just know that if you want to benefit more from the video, it is best that you pause the video after I'm done reading the question and then you try to answer for yourself. I hope that the screen is visible. I just hope that. So let's go guys. I won't waste any time. We're gonna start with section A. Section A, question 1. Various options are provided as possible answers to the following question. Choose the answer and write only the letter A or D next to the question number. 1.1.1, 1.1.5. You get what this is saying guys. So let's go. 1.1.1. Sizwe uses a leadership style when rewarding his employees for reaching their target. What is it guys? Here is the list here. It's transactional. This is transactional. 1.1.2. Selling an asset that has increased in value since it was bought refers to it has increased in value. You are selling an asset that is increased in value. This is capital gain. 1.1.3. An example of long-term insurance. What is it guys? It's B, retirement annuity. 1.1.4. Fast traders applied the technique when they distributed questionnaires to a panel of experts to find a solution for their business problem. They apply a certain technique when they distributed questionnaires. So by now you should be asking yourself, which one is this one? If you have studied, you definitely know that this is a Delphi technique. 1.1.5. The correct procedure. By the way, I will show the answer. I will show the answers after I'm done answering. So I will show the answers on the screen. The correct procedure to deal with requires an aggrieved employee to first report the matter to his or her immediate supervisor. This one is very straightforward. Is C, grievances. C. So I'm sure by now you can see the answers on the screen. 1.2. Complete the following statements by using the words provided in the list below. Write only the words next to the question numbers. 1.2.1, 1.2.5 in the answer box. So guys, I hope you can see the screen. I just hope you can see the screen very well because it's very, very bright. 1.2.1. The stipulation of is applicable when poverty is over-insured. What is the answer here? 1.2.1. What is the answer? You can check here on top. It's reinsurance. 1.2.2. Linda invests her money in because there are no charges payable on this form of investment. So what type of investment this is? This is RSA, Retail Savings Bonds. 1.2.3. An example of advertising is demonstrated when advertisement and exclude sections of population. Advertising, what is that? 1.2.3. It's unfair advertising. An example of unfair advertising is demonstrated when advertisement excludes sections of the population. 1.2.4. Grand Enterprise applied the problem-solving technique when weighing up the pros or cons before its exploration of gas in the Wild Coast. So, what is this one? This is a force field analysis. 1.2.5. Njoli Trading dealt with an as a type of difficult personality when they stayed in control and guided John through alternatives. This is what? Indecisive person. This is indecisive person. So Njoli Trading dealt with an indecisive person. So now we are going to 1.3. We are going to 1.3. Choose a description from column B that matches a term in column A. Write only the letter AJ next to the question number. Then we are starting, guys. 1.3.1 debenture. So what is it, guys? You can check here. What is it? You can check right over here, guys. So what's the answer, guys? You have to think about it. You have to think about the answer. Okay, 1.3.1 is actually H. Enables businesses to obtain loans from investors. That's debenture. 1.3.2, which is access, is F. Amount that is insured must pay when a claim is lodged. That's access. 1.3.3 management is G. Ability to enforce rules on followers. I think this one was straightforward. 1.3.4 problem solving, and also this one is also straightforward, which is J. Alternative solutions are generated and critically evaluated. 1.3.5 accountability. It's I. Develop regular communication between management and stakeholders. So guys, we are going to section B now. You have to choose any two questions. As you know, guys, you have to choose any two questions here. So I'm just gonna check which question should I choose, and you choose the easiest one, guys. Always you choose the easiest one. Obviously I want to avoid the one with calculation, show all calculations and everything. I don't like calculating, and I don't feel like calculating. So question 4, I'm gonna avoid it. I'm just gonna go for two questions, 2 and 3. So guys, let's go. Name any 4 types of investment opportunities: mutual funds or stokvels, managed portfolio, venture capital, 32-day notice account. 2.2, identify the leadership style applied by Stephen to manage his employees in each statement below. Stephen requests employees to share ideas when important decisions need to be made. What is this? Democratic leadership style. He uses his personality to inspire employees to do more than what is normally expected. This is charismatic leadership style. That's 2.2.2. 2.3, explain the situational leadership theory. You have to explain here, and as you can see, it's 6 marks. This is 6 marks, so you have to give at least 3 explanations. I'm going to start. Different leadership characteristics are needed for different situations. The task or situation dictates the leadership style that should be applied. So leaders are adaptable, flexible, self-assured. Effective application of this theory may enable leaders to accomplish their goals. So you can see others on the screen. 2.4, read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Khulisa Limited, KL. Khulisa Limited offers different kinds of shares to shareholders. Some shareholders bought shares that will allow them to receive fixed dividends. Others bought shares that allow them to only receive dividends when profit is made. KL is listed on Johannesburg Security Exchange. So we are starting, guys. 2.4.1, identify 2 types of shares offered by KL. Motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. So unfortunately, guys, I cannot draw the table, but it's very important that you listen very carefully so that you may see. As you can see how the table looks. So you can see how the table looks. So the question says identify 2 types of shares offered by KL. 2 types of shares. So they need 2 types of shares. So you have to read the scenario first before you answer, obviously. So we're going to start. Number 1 is preference shares. Preference shares. Then the motivation, they say what? Motivate your answer by quoting. Doesn't mean you're just gonna quote from the scenario. Preference shares, and then you start quoting from the scenario. You say some. Let me zoom out. Some shareholders bought shares that will allow them to receive fixed dividends. Number 2, ordinary shares. This one is others bought shares that allowed them to only receive dividends when profit is made. That's ordinary shares. I'm sure if you're an accountant learner or accounting learner, you already know that. So that's number 1 and 2, and I'm done. 2.4.2, explain the functions of Johannesburg Security Exchange, JSE. These are the functions. Gives opportunities to financial institutions such as insurance companies to invest their funds in shares. Serves as a barometer or indicator of economic conditions in South Africa. So I'll give you others on the screen. 2.5, discuss advantages of unit trust as form of investment. This is unit trust as form of investment. Advantages only, guys, so you give two. Managed by a fund manager who buys shares on Johannesburg Security Exchange, which is JSE. Easy to cash in when an investor needs money. You will see others on the screen, guys. You can pause and read for yourself. So now I'm going to 2.6. Read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Moses Properties bought a house worth 600,000 but insured it for 300,000. A fire destroyed part of the house to the value of 50,000. Name the insurance clause that is applicable in the scenario above. Okay, what's the insurance clause? It's an average clause, guys. This is an average clause. So 2.6.2, calculate the amount that Moses Properties will receive as compensation for the insured. Show all calculations. So this is what you're gonna do, guys. This is what you're gonna do. I can't put this one on the screen. So I'm just gonna say it to you guys, unfortunately. So you're gonna say amount insured. I'm sure they've taught you this one. So when you calculate the amount that Moses Properties will receive as compensation from the insurer, you're gonna say amount insured divide by market value. What is the market value? Is 600,000, and times amount of damages. So I'm repeating again. Amount insured. What is the amount insured? It's 300,000. Divide, doesn't mean you draw a line. Divide by 600,000, which is the market value. Then you say multiply by amount of damages. So this is equals to 25,000. So that's it. And I'm repeating it again for those who didn't hear me. You're going to say amount insured, which is 300,000, divide by market value, which is 600,000, multiply by 50,000, which is the amount of damages, then is equals to 25,000. You can put it on the calculator. 2.7 suggests situation in which the autocratic leadership style can be applied in the workplace. Okay, guys, it can be applied in this situation in the workplace. There are crisis situations such as in the case of unforeseen challenges. All the information is available to solve the problem. There is a crisis or urgent situation after an accident or meeting tight deadlines. So these are the situations where you can apply the autocratic leadership style, which is 2.7. Question 3. Okay, guys, we are going to question 3. Name any 4 examples of ethical business practices. 4 examples, which is number 1, treating all employees equal, using fair advertising, paying fair wages, not using child labor. So this one is very straightforward. I don't expect anyone to get this one wrong. 3.2, outline differences between grievance and conflict. Differences. So this one demands a table, guys, and I won't draw a table. So you're gonna give not really a lot. Even you can give only one each side, it's fine. So I'm gonna start by grievances. Outline differences. When an employee is unhappy, has a complaint in the workplace or problem, in the workplace. It is when an individual or group has a work-related issue. That's grievances. That's grievance, not grievances. That's grievance. And we're going to conflict. Conflict, everybody knows conflict. Clash of opinions in the workplace. Disagreement between two or more parties in the workplace. That's conflict. So we are going to the scenario now. Read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Kaya Cabinet has experienced a loss of profit in recent years. Casey requested employees to divide themselves into smaller groups and silently generate ideas on how the product can be improved. Employees are also encouraged to use creative thinking skills to generate new ideas on increasing profits. So, we have to generate ideas. What do you think of here? You think of things like problem solving Delft technique. So it's already straightforward. 3.3.1 Identify problem solving technique used by Kaya cabinet makers. Motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario. So we just have to identify and then we motivate by quoting from the scenario. 3.1 is actually a nominal group technique. This is nominal group technique. And then you quote from the scenario and say KC request employees to divide themselves into smaller groups and silently generate ideas on how the product can be improved. So that's it. 3.3.2 Discuss ways in which businesses could create an environment that promotes creative thinking in the workplace. Okay, these are ideas. So let's go. Encourages alternative ways of working or doing things. Emphasizes the importance of creative thinking to ensure that all staff know the management wants to hear their ideas. Make time for brainstorming sessions to generate new ideas, such as regular workshops, generate more ideas, or build on one another's ideas. So that's it. 3.4 we are going to explain the advantages of brainstorming in solving complex business problems. The advantages of brainstorming. So what are the advantages of brainstorming? People get ideas from others and build on them. Stimulates creative thinking in the workplace. Better solutions are developed through collective contributions. So they only need 3. That's why it's 6 marks. They only need 3. 3.5 Read the scenario below and answer the questions that follow. Masizaki Farming Project, which is MFP. Masizaki Farming Project or Farmer Project consists of a group of 5 members. Zuko always questions the other members' ideas, which causes conflict. However, all the team members are aware of the strategies and aims of the team. Identify 2 stages of the team development that were experienced by MFP. Motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario above. Use the table below as a guide to answer question 3.5.1. So I won't draw the table, guys, and I will say the answers so that you may hear. So guys, we're gonna do it like this. Stages of team development. Number 1 is storming. The motivation of storming is Zuko always question the other members' ideas, which causes conflict. That's storming. That's a storming stage. Then 2 is performing. However, all the team members are aware of the strategies and aims of the teams. So that's number 1 and 2. So yeah, they only need 2 stages, guys, and it's only 6 marks. That simply means it's actually 2 marks for the stages of the team development if you mention the stages, and then 1 mark for motivation. So explain any one of the other stages of team development. So you just explain the other stages of the team development, which is forming. You just simply say forming. That's 2 marks for that. And then you simply explain just one reason. You can give 1 reason. Individuals gather information or impressions about each other or the scope of the task and how to approach it. That's it. That's forming. And then you can explain others like norming or mourning. You can explain others, guys, but they only need 1. There's no need to explain others if they only need one. Okay, discuss the advantages of creative thinking in the workplace. Better, unique, unconventional ideas or solutions are generated. May give the business a competitive advantage if unusual or unique solutions or ideas, strategies are implemented. Complex business problems may be solved. Okay, that's it. They only say it's 6 marks, you have to give 3. 6 marks, you give 3. 2 marks for each one if it's correct. 3.7, suggest ways in which businesses could deal with difficult employees in the workplace. 4 marks. So we give how many? 2. Get perspective from others who have experienced the same kind of situation to be able to understand difficult employees. Act as proactively if possible. As a staff or panel, problem is part of a manager's responsibilities. So we are going to question 4 now, guys. We are going to question 4. So actually we are not going to question 4, guys. We are done because you have to choose 2 questions. I won't do question 4. I don't want to make the video to be long. We have to do 2 questions. So now we are going to section C, which is the essay. Okay, so you have to pick the easiest essay, guys. Which one is the easiest essay here? Which one is the easiest essay? Definitely for me it's actually question 6, because it includes ethics and professionalism. So it's very difficult to memorize all this insurance and non-compulsory insurance and 3 principles of insurance. That one is a little bit more difficult. So the ethics and professionalism is very easy, but it requires a table. So should I pick ethics, or should I do the difficult one? Let me see. Okay, guys, let me begin. I'll do the ethics one and professionalism. So outline the differences between ethical and professional behavior. Explain how the following types of unprofessional businesses can pose challenges to the business: sexual harassment, abuse of work time. Discuss ways in which professional, responsible, ethical, and effective business practice should be conducted. Advise businesses on how they can apply the King Code principles of transparency for good corporate governance to improve their ethical business conduct. So, okay, guys, so let's go. Okay, introduction. Ethical and professional behavior means that the highest legal or moral standards are upheld when dealing with stakeholders. Many businesses have a code of conduct that outlines the expected behavior for their employees to avoid unprofessional business practices. So that's it. That's introduction. So now we are going to show the difference between ethical and professional behavior. This one requires a table because we are showing the difference. So guys, I expect you guys to listen very, very carefully so that you may understand. I'm going to start with ethical behavior. You can draw the table if you want, and listen very carefully so that you may understand. So ethical behavior refers to the principles of right and wrong or acceptable in society, conforms to a set of values that are morally acceptable, forms part of a code of conduct to guide employees to act ethically. So that's it. You give only 3, 2 marks each one. And then we are going to professional behavior. Refers to what is right or wrong or acceptable in the business. Set of standards of expected behavior, which is a set of, they set standards of expected behavior. Applying a code of conduct of a profession or business. That's it. So now we are going to another one, which is sexual harassment. Challenges posed by types of unprofessional business practices to a business. 6.3.1 sexual harassment. Okay, guys. Sexual harassment, we're starting with that one. A victim may be severely traumatized, and this may affect other employees emotionally. The affected party is normally reluctant to report the incident due to fear of victimization, which can reduce productivity. You only give two, and you will see the other ones on the screen. Unauthorized use of workplace funds and resources. Fraud increases the cost of doing business and undermines the competitiveness of the business. Discourages investors as fraud and corruption increases the risk of investment. So we are going to abuse of work time now. It may result in employees often abusing work time. Abuse of work time could result in losing customers or not meeting deadlines. So now we are going to ways in which professional, responsible, ethical, and effective business practice should be conducted. So here we're gonna give a lot, guys. Mission statement should include the values of equality or respect. Business should develop equity programs, promote strategies to ensure that all employees are treated equally regardless of status. Treat workers with respect or dignity by recognizing work well done, the value of the human capital. Plan properly and put preventative measures in place. Pay fair wages or salaries which are in line with the minimum requirements of the BCEA. Remunerate employees for working overtime or during public holidays. Engage in environmental awareness programs. Refrain from polluting the environment by illegal disposing of toxic waste. That's example. Refrain from starting a venture using other businesses' ideas that are protected by the law. Okay. Now we are going to application of transparency as a king code principle. Decisions or action must be clear to all stakeholders. Staffing and other processes should be open and transparent. Employees or shareholders, directors should be aware of employment policies of the business. Auditing and other reports must be accurate or available to shareholders or employees. And then there are other ones, guys. Now I'm going to the conclusion. A business code or ethics conduct will improve relationships or eliminate unethical business practices. That's conclusion. So guys, I'm done answering the question paper. If you want an explanation, you can go check in the description. I've left the link there where you can go and click the link and then watch the explanations. And also don't forget to watch my video that says how to get a distinction in business studies. So I've left the link there. You can just click there and it will take you there. If you want to know how to study paper 2 business studies, I've also done that video for June exam, and if I've already released it, you will see on the description. If not, you will see it tomorrow or later. So guys, make sure you subscribe, like the video, share the video, and don't forget to share the video, guys. Don't be selfish. Peace.